Welcome to Panther News. I'm Miley McCaney.
And I'm Jackie Rosales. This week on Panther News, we take a look back at our annual fashion show. Plus, we find out what is your favorite movie.
Plus, we check in on sports and we have a special documentary presentation to show at the end. Our fashion students recently had their yearly fashion show that shows off all their hard design work for the year. We caught up with two of the designers about the experience.
My role in the fashion show was being a co-manager backstage, making sure that everyone was lined up correctly and so the decades ran smoothly. My favorite part was the 70s because I like the bell bottoms and the headbands and the shirts that match the bell bottoms and things like that. I made a 60s dress. The most difficult part honestly was making sure that the sleeves were lined up correctly, making sure I had a straight sewing line. That was really the only difficult part. Everything else was easy.
For the fashion show, I made a 60s dress. My dress is yellow and white, and it's giving like a towel effect kind of. And it's also kind of like it's giving Scooby-Doo. My favorite part of the fashion show was the 80s decade because they're like all glowing and it's neon colors and everything.
Our Panther Band has a new band director. Assistant Band Director Brandon Beavers will be taking over the director position. Our current band director, Mr. Little, will be leaving the district to join the Tatum Music Company in Longview. Mr. Beavers is currently over the symphonic band.
Who am I here with today?
Morgan Greek.
What is your favorite movie?
I would say White Chicks.
Today I'm here with.
Jose Robles.
What is your favorite movie?
White Chicks. Who do I have here today?
Madison Bradbury.
What's your favorite movie?
Probably The Lorax.
Today we're here with.
Samantha.
What is your favorite movie?
The Notebook.
Alright, today we're here with.
Noah.
What is your favorite movie?
Black Panther. Who do I have here today?
Jacob Bailey.
The David Rodriguez.
And what's our favorite movie of all time?
Say Blood In, Blood Out.
Boys in the Hood.
Today we're here with.
Big Smooth.
What is your favorite movie of all time?
Forrest Gump.
Hey everyone, my name is Demarie Coulter, and today I'm here with
Miss Juarez.
Miss Juarez. Could you tell about the Greek Underworld project that y'all are doing?
Yeah, we are creating a 3D map of the Underworld based on Greek mythology. The students got into groups and they're able to create this region however they see fit.
And today I'm here with
Hayden Butler.
And Isis Robinson.
Could you guys tell us about the Greek Underworld project that you guys are doing?
Well, there's a bunch of layers to it and multiple realms that go into it.
Okay.
Same thing she said.
Okay, thanks for sharing with us.
Uh-oh. Make sure to show up on time to avoid late passes, detention, and after-school discipline. Always follow the Panther Way.
Hello, I'm Kalea, and here are some upcoming events. Seniors, we have a lot crammed into the next 3 weeks, so make sure you are here and keeping your grades up so you can participate. This Saturday, we'll be partnering with Goodwill for a donation drive. You can drop off items in the teacher parking lot. Chicken plate orders are due for Sunday for the band fundraiser. Plates will be available for pickup on May 2nd. On Monday, we start our annual college week. Teachers and students are encouraged to follow the special dress code and look forward to the bright future. Next week is also big for seniors. April 28th is our senior meeting, graduation, second period in the auditorium. On that same day, all seniors are encouraged to participate in a signing day during fourth period. That night is scholarship night at 6:30 in the auditorium. On April 30th, SFA and Prairie View A&M students will have a special ceremony, and on May 1st, seniors will participate in the annual Commit to Graduate event. On April 30th, the district will open up their annual celebration of students art show. On April 30th, the district will open up their annual celebration of students art show. This will feature art from around the district, including AP art students. The event will be at the Museum of East Texas. Make sure you have subscribed to the Panther News YouTube and like the Panther News Instagram.
Welcome to another week of Panther Feud. Today I'm your host Malaya Holmes, and this week's topic is all things Lufkin High School.
I'm Lila.
And I'm Joey.
Sibling feud.
Get your hands back.
Are y'all ready?
Yeah.
What year was Lufkin High School established?
You don't have an idea? 1905.
Okay.
Correct.
How many marching state titles does the band have?
You got it first.
It didn't go. So.
3.
Okay. What is the team number for the Panther Bots?
2582.
Okay. Before being in this building, where was the old Lufkin High School?
The middle school?
Yeah. What is the name of the yearbook?
Fang.
Okay. What year did Lufkin High School win their football championship? Got it.
Lila.
2001.
Okay. What are the names of our two mascots?
Oh my gosh. Fang and I don't know. I don't know the girl.
I have no idea.
Fang and Prissy. We'll give you a half a point.
Who is the superintendent?
Dr. Hockenberry.
Ring your buzzer if you're your mom's favorite.
Buddy, he's lying. It's me. It's me.
Ring your buzzer if you're your dad's favorite.
I don't know who is. I think it's definitely me too.
No, it's definitely me.
Show us your best talent. Oh, okay. I feel like I'm in a talent show.
See,
Clock it. Okay, wait, y'all want to go?
Pick a card, any card.
Take it over.
Do I show anybody or just?
Yeah, you can
You
show
should
the
show the
camera.
camera, yeah.
Okay.
Alright, so put it on top. Alright, now I'm gonna cut the deck a couple times.
You should do
just so
the
that it's all
jokers.
mixed in. I am, man. Alright, so now I'm gonna look for it. Alright, so I can't find it, but I'm just gonna cut the deck there. And then I'm gonna put the jokers here so that they can find it.
Okay. Oh, okay. This is gonna be my card. Oh, look at that.
Wow.
Wait, what? Since y'all have behaved so well on Sibling Feud, here's y'all's Kane's card, and y'all have to share it.
That's not happening.
Welcome to sports. Those were our highlights from our baseball win over Nacogdoches. The Pack secured the top seed for the district in the 5A Division I playoffs. They will take on McKinney North in the first round. Our athletic department will be hosting summer workouts. The workouts carry a cost of $100, but Coach Absek does not want that to be a deterrent for any student that cannot pay. You can hear more from Coach Walden on our latest Behind the Pause podcast on our YouTube channel. Now we end sports with our April signing day ceremony.
Who am I here with?
Quincy QT.
And he's going to?
Howard Payne University for football.
And after playing quarterback this past season, how excited are you to go back to your original position?
I'm very excited. It feels really good to go back to receiver.
Okay. And what are you going to miss most about playing for Lufkin?
The brotherhood and the town love.
Okay, congratulations. Thank you. Who am I here with?
Jaden Nicholas.
And he's going to?
Texas College for football.
And what made you pick Texas College?
Just the chemistry I already had with some of the coaches, and plus it being a HBCU, you know, I feel like I could really, you know, fit in there.
That'll be very exciting. And what are you going to miss most about playing for Lufkin?
Winning with Lufkin, yeah. Winning, because we don't lose.
That's right. Today I'm here with
Ava Mendez.
And she's going to?
Dallas College North Lake to play volleyball.
And what skills are you bringing to the volleyball court in your new team?
Definitely passion, you know, intensity. I have a very strong work ethic, and one of my biggest things is I'm well with communication. So
that'll be very exciting. And what are you going to miss most about playing for Lufkin?
I'm definitely going to miss my friends. One of my best friends is Kyra. She's been on the team just as long as I've been on the team. So I'm going to miss playing with her. So.
Who am I here with?
Alexandra Morales.
And she's going to?
Angelina College to play for soccer.
All right. And how big has soccer been in your life?
I grew up playing soccer throughout my whole life, ever since I was 3 years old. And on my free time, I would go play with my dad and my sisters.
That's very inspiring. What are you going to miss most about playing for Lufkin?
What I'm going to miss most is the relationship I built with these girls and playing outside of soccer for the clubs with the girls as well too.
This week's featured teacher is Ms. Vince, who recently won a prestigious Educator in Excellence Award.
Hi, I'm Claire Robbins, and today I'm here with
Miss Vince.
And today we're going to ask her, how did she feel when she was awarded the prestigious Excellence Award in Education?
I felt very, very shocked and surprised, and just like they must have the wrong person, but also very, very grateful and blessed.
And was you excited when they said that you was going to have $10,000 in cash?
Yes, definitely.
And what is your favorite food?
I really like dark chocolate.
Finally, this week we want to give a big shout out to our own Kate Amon. She recently won several awards at the annual Interscholastic League Press Conference event in Austin. Kate won first place in the 5A category for general sports writing and general sports story for her coverage of the annual rivalry football game between Lufkin and Nacogdoches. She also won tops in Texas for general sports writing. Her documentary called The Kick Up won second place. We leave you this week with that documentary.
The Kick Up, take one.
How would you feel if you won a brand new truck in a radio contest only to have it taken away 2 weeks later?
You know, how do you not have a story about a pickup truck and a field goal from 40 yards and not be able to tell that? That was way more valuable than a truck would ever be. On the third home game, I was at work and I was listening to the radio. We had it on that station, and one of the ways you could get into the contest to have your name drawn was to answer a trivia question. And so they said, here's your trivia question for today. And I heard it and I said, I know the answer to that. And so I just called in. It was about 7:30. Nobody was at the clinic yet. And sure enough, I got through. And so that put my name in the contest. And then on the third game, they called and said I'd been drawn as one of the 3 contestants. So I rushed home that night, got ready, the whole family went, we scored some tickets and ran out there on the field and kicked a 20-yard field goal. And so that put me in the finals, which was the last home game, which is October 29th, 1999, when things really happened for me. My kicking got worse and worse and worse as I practiced more and more, to the point where literally I looked awful. And that word got out. You know, some of the other kickers heard, because we all knew each other, and they heard I was kicking terrible. And so I was getting pretty nervous. So when Monday came, I started praying to God, literally, and my prayer was just simply, if you put me out there to try this big field goal, if it be your will, could you find favor and let me not just flub the kick? If you'd let me just at least get it down there a little ways, you know, I would love that, God. But it was so funny. I had been so nervous for 2 weeks, and the morning I woke up on Friday, there was never a bit of nerves in me, and not even once I knew I was kicking. The calmness was incredible because I hadn't experienced it the whole time I knew about it. And I remember I kicked it, and it was like one of those moments where just slow motion, you know, just, I felt like my leg just went so slow, and I saw my foot up here near my face, and then I started to look up, and I saw the ball, and I could see it's going to the end zone. The spotter down there, his hands go up, and I just said, "Oh my gosh, I just kicked it and made it, and I've just won a truck." So, and then everything just went nuts. It was like, now all of a sudden fast forward everything, and everybody's going crazy, and they're slapping me, and people are picking me up, and the whole bit. So it was pretty cool.
How would you feel if you won a brand new truck in a radio contest, only to have it taken away 2 weeks later? That's just the situation that Lufkin resident Dale Botsford has found himself in. After correctly answering a sports trivia question on KUEZ radio, Botsford qualified to participate in the Kick Up for a Pickup contest. At the Lufkin Panthers' final home game, Botsford successfully kicked a 40-yard field goal and was given the keys to a new Chevy truck. 2.5 weeks later, Botsford was asked to return the vehicle. The 2 sponsors of the contest, Beaver Chevrolet and Yates Broadcasting, say their insurance company has refused to pay for the truck. A miscommunication in the contest rules with the company has made the policy invalid.
They used a Las Vegas company called Hole in One, and one of those companies that sponsor different contests at sporting events. They decided to change the rules that the contract, you know, away from what the contract said. And so I drove the truck home that weekend. I drove it to work. I was having so much fun. On Tuesday morning, I'm at work. I get a phone call from this company in Vegas, and basically this man is just grilling me about, you know, what happened there. I'm looking at this video. Tell me about the contest, and I explained to him, you know, I'd gotten into the contest with a 20-yard kick, and you know, I knew I was going to kick the 40-yarder or had a chance at it. You know, he's looking at my shoe, and I'm wearing, you know, athletic clothes, and he's like, "You didn't come out of the stands just at random, did you?" And I said, "No, sir." And so I said to him, I said, "This contest is being challenged, isn't it?" And he said, yeah, they didn't go by the contract." And I said, "Great." So I called the Chevrolet dealership because I was supposed to go in and get my title, which I didn't have. Well, they tell me, my spokesperson tells me I need to bring the truck in because they're having trouble. So I had to take the truck in that night, and so I didn't have it for weeks. And You know, people were getting upset. You know, I knew salespeople at the dealership. They were telling me their kids are getting hammered at school. I would go to a restaurant, somebody would find out I was the kick guy, and they'd say, we're gonna get that truck back. And dealership was in transition. They were about to sell. The owner was selling to another person up in Tyler, and that person read the Thanksgiving Day article and called him up on Monday morning after Thanksgiving and said, there's not gonna be a sale if you don't fix this truck. And so Tuesday morning I got a call from the dealership and said, you're getting your truck back. Be ready on Wednesday. And sure enough, I went by after work on Wednesday, and again, the news was out there, both the paper and the TV, and I got back in that truck. And so we were back together finally. And I think it resonated. I mean, trucks are important in East Texas, and there's a lot of them. And the fact that somebody would kick a field goal and do it right and then have it taken away, that was personal. Even if they didn't know me, it was personal to them. But I knew that story would last forever. I mean, you know, how do you not have a story about a pickup truck and a field goal from 40 yards and not be able to tell that? That was way more valuable than a truck would ever be. So, so I knew the story would never be taken away from me.